Johanne Defay there, one of the ambassadors for WSL Pure, up and riding at the moment in quarterfinal number 3. Looking to overcome Nikki Van Dijk here to earn her place in the semi-finals. A good start for the surfer from Reunion Island, who should feel pretty comfortable out here at Uluwatu, growing up surfing over a live coral reef at St. Lou. We'll see what she can bring to this quarterfinal clash. Let's have another look at it. Rosie Hodge with me in the commentary booth. And Rosie, take us through this one.
Deadly on her backhand. You mentioned growing up on the shallow reef breaks over in Reunion Island. So that level of comfort in a lineup like this is definitely going to be an advantage for Johanne Defay.
Nikki's had some pretty strong performances on her run through this contest. So this should be a really good matchup between two surfers with a bit of head-to-head history. Nikki on her first wave. Tees off on that opening section. Climbs back into the lip once again, lining up this inside run through the middle. You can see it's starting to bottom out a little bit there. She gets out with enough water on the reef, I should say, to avoid hitting the bottom.
Circumstances, I think we're thinking back to Fiji a few years ago, where she suffered one of the most horrific wipeouts I've seen in women's surfing. Nikki, like you said, strong on her backhand, a cleaner wall to work with, and a bit bigger than Johanne's wave, and finishes it off nicely. But yeah, just overcoming that injury in Fiji, always wondering how she was going to bounce back from that, and she came back the next year with confidence, and that's so hard to do. You can carry that scar tissue into an event, into the rest of your career. So it really is the way that she dealt with that and put herself back in a position to attack waves such as this. It just shows her character, and as an athlete, that she's just so tough. This is such a big playing field. There's different sections of the reef that you can utilize here.
And here goes Nikki. So it doesn't need much out of this ride to push further ahead, obviously. That's just her second score. Johanne Defay taking off very deep here and doesn't get out in front of it. So that's an error with priority. 21.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, both of these ladies not converting on their rides. So probably still finding their place in the lineup. Just watching everybody compete yesterday, today, just seeing them kind of figure out where to sit. It is changing heat to heat.
In recent times, that's going to be a fantastic heat. Out there in the lineup at the moment, a bit of a slow start to this one. Nikki Van Dijk out in front. Johanne Defay doesn't need a lot to get herself into the lead, but that last wave's not going to do it. Just a 0.51. Making it hard to really attack the lip. She adjusted well, kept that board just in the hook of the wave, but went to more carving manoeuvres. And that's what Johanne leans on for her first turn on this ride. Nice flow. Doing really well with some tricky sections there.
A lot of chatter on the face to contend with a smaller wave too. So ridden well considering all those factors. And gonna see her up into the lead. Maybe better than her 4.33 that she started with. But Johanne, she needs something a little bit more. She needs to find that cleaner face, that bigger set wave.
A huge number right behind her. Nikki Van Dijk just getting caught behind here and getting knocked off her feet.
Yeah, both of these ladies having a tricky time making sense of this lineup. You see that bit of chatter up the face on Johanne's wave, and Nikki just sees that wave roll down without her. It is a tricky corner of the reef. Exploded
onto the international scene and now leading the way for the big cleanup effort and raising awareness for ocean pollution here. But during that interview, a 7.33 for Johanne Defay, Rosie.
Yeah, and you can see the acceleration that Johanne is finding through her maneuvers, and then finding connection with that lip over there. That was one of the better maneuvers for me, second one. So comboing up those major maneuvers, and like I said, that flow and the acceleration, but then the big point just chopper there was that last end section, attacking it. We just mentioned her fortitude to go for it when it gets shallow, when that end section presents itself. Johanne Defay doesn't back away from a challenge.
I want you to give us your sort of perspective and observation on these competitors. We might get back to you in a moment. We've got Johanne Defay having a look at another wave here, trying to drop a 4.9 here. That wave's not going to do it. Van Dijk on the outside, trying to get herself well situated for one of the better looking set waves of the heat so far. This is quarterfinal number 3, a semi-final spot on the line. Nikki driving, trying to get out in front of this one. Wants to get a solid hit in. Delivers in the pocket and up into the lip again. Just a little hung up, and as a result, she's going to go down.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It just got a little bit sticky off the tail there for Nikki, but had she just gone into that move with a bit more of a state, would have given her some great points. You can tell the whole way, like Strada mentioned, there is that little bit of wind just holding these surfers up a little bit. And here, Nikki, she attacks it so well. She just needed to bring it down a little bit cleaner and complete that maneuver.
Meanwhile, Johanne Defay still swinging on the inside here. Not a huge wave, but a couple of solid hits. The finish feels good. She jumps off there on the inside, trying to get rid of a 4.9.
Love this top view of this wave. Johanne finding that pocket. Two-turn combo. Will it better? That 4.33, I think it is going to get in her scoreline. Judges definitely rewarding the surfers that can attack the lip. It's nice to have flow down the line, but as soon as you link up those major maneuvers, they really pay attention to that.
And they're seeing if they're getting signaled out the back for set waves. Nikki's going to use this one as her opportunity to chase down that big number. Needs an 8.6. It's not going to do it. She's going to fall, and that will be it for the Australian in this event. Johanne Defay should be able to hold on to this lead now with priority. 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, interesting just turn of events there for Nikki. We've seen her kind of have those opportunities and just that wave running away from her. So she has tried her hardest to find that opportunity. She needed to find a quality wave though to get that 8.6 and get the lead away from Johanne.
Well, Johanne Defay was always going to be a difficult draw out here growing up on long running.